My name is Jesse Ivey, Talgunda co-lead instructor. This summer we are teaching web development with JavaScript, HTML, and HTML5. We're going to go into how to write and inspect code for websites and with the JavaScript, and taking that code in JavaScript, teach HTML to read that code and you create a website. So that is what we're teaching. What we expect to get him out of this class is to be a good introduction into web development. This could be a successful career for you down the line and can lead into a whole path of career fields of computer science and technology. When they go through the entire summer session, they will come out with a certificate that is recognized by several other tech companies out there, the tech giants. We highly recommend, if anybody who is interested in the world of computers and in just how the internet works, or just how if I hit this certain keystroke on a website, how does this work to make that work? Sign up for our classes. The key takeaways we like to take from this course is how everything in the world is connected through web development, on how what you're searching for through Amazon, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and how that code that they have written connects to everybody else in the world. And so we takeaways that is this simple code you can write can have a huge effect on a web page and who it reaches out to.
I'm Sandy Bear. I am the lead instructor for the ASH program. ASH is for the Alaska STEAM Hub. This summer we are offering a camp for both middle and high school. It is a morning session. It is bringing design to life. It is broken down into two parts. So the first part, they are going to learn how to do 2D design and 3D design. And the second part is where they will be applying it to different parts and also having a cultural aspect infused in it. Having the basics down for 3D designing, learning and understanding the Glowforge cutting and etching, and then a very light touch on using a CNC machine. Not only just showing up, but putting in effort on doing the work, because they'll be designing on paper, on computer, and so they need to be able, and each thing is built on each other. So they need to be able to come daily to be able to understand the next step. Safety will be covered in class before they get hands-on experience.
My name is Carson Helm, and I offer the Groundbreaker and Plain Fun camps for this summer. This is going to be open to, anybody can come in for this, but we are looking for someone who wants to become a professional in this field, in the sense of professionalism and attitude, in your language and how you treat the simulators and how you treat your fellow classmates. This is a team effort. Just like any job site, we're trying to teach how you operate around that with your fellow workers, and that's important. So coming in with an attitude of professionalism is how I really try to push it, and I always say keep it real when I'm with the students. So we have the excavator, the dozer, and the loader, and the motor grader. And so those are 4 different types of pieces of equipment, and different levels and different skills are required for each of them. In the field of heavy equipment, you can be a heavy equipment operator, a driver, a superintendent, a project manager. There's multiple different ways you can go in this field and different avenues depending on what you like to do as an individual. So this class is open to just kind of introduce you into the field of aviation and to see that there's lots of different avenues you can go. It's not just piloting, there's also lots of other fields that it's going to introduce you to. Meteorology, air traffic control, all different types of things. And so we have that offering, but we also have the flight simulators where you will get hands-on learning. I'm a flight instructor myself, so I can actually sign logbooks and actually log some of this toward actual flight time. We'll have 3 different simulators, and we're actually going to have flight team competitions during this time. So the students will be competing with each other in different teams. So it's going to help create teamwork, skill, and learning how to do all that. When they come away from this, I'm hoping that they will take themselves and realize that they have something inside them that can be professional, that they can have a confidence, they can walk away, and not maybe if they choose not to go into one of these career fields, they have a skill set that's just valuable in the workforce. They're not only good on a piece of equipment, they're not only good on an airplane, but they're actually just a good, viable employee.
Hello, my name is Drew Regner. I'm an instructor here at Benton STEAM Academy, and I would like to introduce 4 of our camps that we're having this summer. We're having our sewing camp, our subsistence camp, Suck-Do camp, and Wild and Well camp. Our subsistence camp, we're going to be focusing on subsistence skills, such as what to do with salmon, what to do with small game when we get it, going outdoors, finding traditional medicines, traditional plants, and learning about the Knik tribal values. Our sewing basics camp, students will be learning how to operate and use a sewing machine, learning how to hand sew, and creating small sewing projects. Our Suck-Do camp will be focusing on traditional skills such as storytelling, carving story knives, working with fish leather, a lot of different cultural objects and making cultural artifacts and art, as well as going on weekly field trips, doing plant identification, and learning about the land that we live on. Our Wild and Well camp will be going outdoors, enjoying the great outdoors that we live in, and we'll be biking, hiking, kayaking through all of our different waterways, as well as learning about our edible plants, how to pick them, how to preserve them, and what to do with them. During these camps, we expect that students show up and participate by coming prepared for class. If it's outdoor rec, making sure that you have the proper clothing, but just coming here, being ready to learn, being ready to go explore, being ready to have your hands on, doing all sorts of different science, different projects, and just having fun. The general takeaways from these camps is students are going to learn different ancestral skills. They're going to be mixing those with modern science. They're going to be creating lots of fun, different take-home projects that they're going to do. They're going to learn how to identify plants. They're going to learn how to live a subsistence lifestyle.
My name is Matt. I am the lead instructor here in the Horizons program, and this summer we're going to be doing a drone flying course as well as a BattleBots course. So in our drone flying camp, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be teaching you how to fly. First off, we're going to grab a drone, we're going to show you all the inner workings, and we're going to teach you how to fly it, how to repair it because you're going to be crashing, but we're going to be doing obstacle courses, we're going to be flying outside, going to some cool places, and you get to learn how to fly an FPV drone. In our BattleBots course, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating small robots. You're going to be connecting batteries, you're going to be connecting motherboards, motors, servos to create your own weapons, and you're going to be fighting other bots that are made. For our camps, if you show up ready to learn and have some fun, some of them you're going to be ready to break things, and you're going to have to be okay with that and be ready to fix them. So we're going to learn the engineering design process, and through that engineering design process, we're going to be able to solve our problems and make better robots, fly our drones better, and build, fly, break, repeat. Safety will be our #1 priority, especially when we're working with motors and RC cars and things like that. We're going to be wearing safety glasses. We're going to be learning the rules and regulations of drone flying in particular, especially when we're outside. So that will all be taught in the course. Just become ready to learn, and you'll learn how to fly the drone, build robots, and be safe while doing so.
My name is Jeff Adams. I'm the lead instructor for the Building for the Future program. This summer we'll be running 2 different camps. One is going to be an intro to woodworking course. Basic safety and the use of proper tools will be stressed throughout the program. So that's going to be the first thing, just making basic woodworking projects. The second one will be, we're calling it architectural drafting, but it's basically a camp where we're going to break up 2 a little bit more complicated projects. One being we're going to build your own longboard, and the second will be building your own electric guitar. Expectations for these courses, largely what we're looking for is come with a basic curiosity first of all. If you can end up telling me, we'll show you what A is, you tell us what Z is, and we'll help you get there. So basically, if you have the curiosity to ask the questions to get what you want, we'll show you how to get there. Particularly in the woodworking course, I tend to request that we keep closed-toed shoes, so no sandals, no Crocs, you know, no slippers, you know, nothing like that. I want closed-toed shoes. If you have longer hair, please bring a hair tie just in the event that maybe we use power tools just for safety purposes. When a student's finished with this course, we want them to have a basic understanding of how to use various tools to get what they want out of any given project. And so, you know, we'll definitely know how to use a tape measure. We'll definitely know how to use hand tools, hand saws, drills, impacts, screwdrivers, squares, all those types of things. So it's really just kind of a good square one to kind of get the kid going from having, you know, never worked with anything outside of, you know, paper and glue to, you know, now we're using wood and proper tools.